Hey folks, Kid here with AMT TV. I just got a few educational things I want to run by you guys. I got to do this every year to keep it fresh in your minds, keep it fresh in my mind, so we're all on the same page when we come in here and you bring me your items so I can purchase them, or when you're pricing your items to consign them as well. A lot of you guys are looking on eBay to see your prices, and that's okay. We do the same thing here. I don't just use eBay. I've got many other resources I look at when I'm trying to figure out the resale value of your item. You got to keep in mind retail and resale valuations are completely different than appraised value. Appraised value is what your item is actually worth, not what it's going to sell for. We are not appraisers, certified appraisers in this store. We have not gone to school to do that yet. I had to finish my college degree before I could do that. So keep that in mind. Your appraised value is going to be completely different than your retail or resale value. And when you're searching on eBay, you're going to see a lot of prices for a lot of things. So if you're looking on eBay and you don't filter your search the proper way, you're going to see what people are asking for their items. And that price will be in black. I'm giving you guys a once-in-a-lifetime education so you know exactly how to research this kind of stuff. But I'm going to keep you kind of limited. I can't give you all of my secrets, but I'll give you some. So when you're searching on eBay, if the price is in black, that's what they're asking for their item. You can ask $1 million for this jacket right here. It'll never sell for $1 million, not in a million years. So I could pay the insertion fees. I could do all that and leave that online forever, and it'll never sell. So that's what people are asking for their items. This kind of stuff is worth what someone's willing to pay for it. You got to take your demographics into place. There's a lot of things you just got to take in factor to make sure you're doing things the right way and pricing your items the correct way. So there's a little panel on the left-hand side of your eBay screen. If you're not using your phone and you're actually using a computer like I do, you'll find it easier. In your phone, it's a little harder to find. There's filters. There's just ways to do it. But you got to click sold items. If you clicked sold items, you're going to see a whole completely different screen, and you're going to see prices in green. That is what the item sold for. You also got to take in consideration that little line below it that says shipping charges. People are not going to pay full price for an item when they got to pay this much in shipping, and shipping is going up. Just like our sales tax, just like everything's going up. It's really killing a small business like myself. So we're going to keep striving to achieve all this, but there you go. There's a little tidbit on how to research your items for what items are actually selling for. So then you have an idea when you bring your items in. If you have no clue and don't really care about doing the research, bring it in. We'll do it for you. That's what we specialize in. We do it every single day. We research every single thing in this store except for the dealers' booths. They do their own research. So we know what our items are selling for. We know our items are priced by demographics. And there's a completely demographic when you go to Salt Lake to Tooele. So there's a lot that goes into play when researching our items. So don't come in here and say, oh, it's overpriced. It's way too much. Really, it's not. Because you're not going to find it cheaper on eBay. You're not. Because then you'll have to pay for shipping. You will have to wait for it to get here and take a chance on it getting broke. If it's right here in the store, it's already priced at a good price. So trust me, folks, we do our research, we do our due diligence. I'm not out there to try to make $1 million, because there's no way in hell I'll ever make $1 million being an antique dealer unless I got some big investments. I don't have big investments. I am here to provide a service to Tooele City that Tooele City didn't have before I opened my store, and that is to provide the quality, goodness of vintage, antique, and collectible items. I'm not trying to take you to the bank. I am just trying to make a living, keep our lights on here, and make this work for everybody. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. My overhead is not huge. I don't have a bunch of COs and CFOs. It's me. It's all there is. I do the marketing, I do the accounting, I do everything in here. And I run 2 eBay stores on top of that. So that explains to you why I have to schedule appointments to bring your stuff in, because there's a lot on my plate that I'm doing. So anyway, back to the original post here. 100 years old and older is antique. 1920s, 1930s, Art Nouveau, Art Deco. You get into the 40s, you're going to start changing a little bit into mid-century. 1950 is mid-century. Mid-century modern is the design of the item. So you're looking 40s, 50s, 60s, mid-century. Get into 70s, you're looking retro. Disco and retro, yeah. So there you go. Anything 1980 and newer is not considered anything right now. I mean, people call it vintage, people call it antique, but they're not correct. 50 years old is not antique. 100 years old and older. So my grandma, which turns 91 in May, she's not antique yet. So there you go, folks. There's a little tidbit of the inside world of my head. I know I probably just scrambled everybody's brains, but welcome to my life.